Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys watching. It is a very dark and gloomy day here in Los Santos, and hopefully your morning is getting started and it's nice and sunny out, and it doesn't look like how it looks in-game, because in-game it's pretty nasty. But nonetheless, today we are going to be going over all of the most major changes this week with the new GTA Online weekly update and Thanksgiving as well as Black Friday update, because we have tons of opportunities here when it comes to money bonuses. We have lots and lots of discounts. Rockstar actually morphed the Black Friday discounts into the regular weekly update discounts this week, so we have over 35 different discounts on properties and vehicles that are going to be active all week long. Some of them are 50% off, some are 40, some are 30, and some are 25% off. We're going to be reviewing them in this video. We're also going to check out all of the rare and removed vehicles that are featured back into the game for limited time only, like this vehicle you guys can see behind me right here. I will showcase to you guys in a little bit how you can unlock this vehicle, what the performance is like, what the customization options are, what to buy, what to avoid, where you can get it, and how much it's going to cost. So with all that said, thank you guys so much for tuning back in, and let's get started with today's video. For our 2 free rewards for Thanksgiving this week, just log into GTA Online and you will get this tan turkey outfit you guys could see right here. And then we also have the brown turkey outfit, basically the same thing, but instead of tan, it's in brown. To get these, all you need to do, like I said, log into the game, but you can find them in the outfit section, scroll down to seasonal, and they will show up right there. At the LS car meet for our test drive vehicles, we have 3 rare and removed vehicles featured here for a limited time only, and some of them are definitely worth it. So let's jump over here on the left. We'll start off. This is the Obey 9F Cabrio. This car is going to offer similar performance to the Obey 9F Coupe variant, so you get nimble handling, strong stability. It is going to fall short in traction when you push it to the absolute limit of the car, but overall it's a very visually appealing car with just some functional limitations. Nonetheless, if you do want to buy it this week, it's going to run you $130,000. Now jumping in here, this is the Canis Seminole Frontier. This is a very dependable SUV in my opinion. You get outstanding off-road capabilities, good durability, a modest top speed of only 100 miles an hour, 4-speed gearbox. It is inspired by the 2nd generation Jeep Cherokee. Honestly, this car excels in rock crawling, and it also provides exceptional stability on all sorts of rugged terrains, not just normal dirt and dusty trails. I think it's a very solid choice if you're an adventure seeker in this game and you want like a cool off-roading machine to get you to certain places. It is going to run you $678,000 this week. Again, you can get it at the car meet. And then this is the Vulcar Warner. This car is honestly known for its impressive acceleration and high top speed within the sedans category, but that being said, it requires careful basically driving and handling due to the high torque it has. You're gonna spin out a lot. It is responsive and the brakes are good, so you're quick to stop. It's lightweight. Like I said, the brakes are going to be offset though by its poor crash deformation, so durability is the biggest concern with this car. That being said, if you want to pick it up, it's going to run you $120,000 this week. Here at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport, we have even more rare and removed vehicles on offer, and actually a bunch of these are going to be discounted this week, which is pretty awesome here as well. They're all going to be 50% off, so let's talk about these ones that are on discount. Let's jump in. Starting off on the left here, this is the Benefactor Serrano. I think this car has a really eye-catching design. It's reminiscent of and obviously inspired by that Mercedes AMG GT. You get stable handling. It's a solid choice in GTA Online. You get a little bit of oversteer on slippery surfaces just because it's a very powerful car and it is rear-wheel drive. It doesn't have any advanced handling flags, and it also offers a very sporty and like competitive driving experience, I would say. Not better than the Benefactor Schlagen GT, but it's like the Benefactor Schlagen GT if that one was actually rare and removed from the game. So you may want to pick this one up as well if you're a fan of that other vehicle. This one is going to run you $550,000 this week while it's 50% off. Next up, this is the Vapid Bullet. With this sports car, or the supercar actually, you get a blend of sports and supercar traits, great acceleration and handling, but you are going to lack on the top end with top speed. The performance of it though does make it worth picking up as a collector's item though, due to its rarity post Mercenaries update. This car is going to run you $77,500 this week. Next up, this is the Emperor ETR1. It's a standout in the supercar class again. You get excellent traction, good cornering capabilities, good top speed of 121 miles an hour. Could be faster, but it's not super slow. It does have a large spoiler that's attached, so that's going to increase your downforce. It's inspired by that Lexus LFLC Vision Gran Turismo. You get high performance and a pretty distinctive visual appeal. The aesthetics may not suit everyone's taste. I'm not like the biggest fan of it, but I also don't absolutely hate it. It's just very interesting to drive in this game. If you do want to buy it, it is going to cost you $997,500 this week. Then we will move on. This is the Dubachi Rapid GT Classic. This is modeled after the 1972 to 1989 Aston Martin V8 series. With this car, you get pretty decent handling and sharp turning capabilities, but you're going to struggle with oversteer at high speeds. You get below average brakes with this car. It's not the most customizable, but it's got a beautiful classic design in my opinion, and it's also very eye-catching when you put a really good paint job on it. So overall, I think it's a very visually appealing option, despite, you know, the performance not being absolutely exceptional. So if you do want to pick this up, it is going to cost you $467,580 this week. And then we wrap up here at Simeon's with the Canis Kalahari. Look at this vehicle. You think it's a piece of garbage, but surprisingly, it's actually very strong. It's got good performance, great top speed, great acceleration, particularly off-road, super lightweight. It is a small size, and it's got like hockey puck tires, so it's not going to be like, you know, an excellent rock crawler like the Camacho or the classy Draugr, but for the way this vehicle looks and how bad you think it actually is, it's actually very capable off-road, so keep that in mind. If you do want to pick it up, it's pretty cheap too. It is only going to run you $20,000 this week, so that's pretty nice. When it comes to this week's money bonuses here in GTA Online for the week, during the Diamond Casino Heist, while the Diamond Casino Heist itself isn't on double money or 1.5x money or anything like that, you can make more money in the heist because we have guaranteed opportunities for diamonds as your loot at the Diamond Casino Heist. So that's pretty great right there. But say if you're not interested in the arcade or the Diamond Casino Heist because you play solo and you want to, you know, take advantage of other adversary modes or something like that and learn about the other double money and double RP opportunities for the week, we do have double money and double RP on the Deadline adversary mode that you can see right here, as well as double money and double RP on the Diamond adversary series. So any basically game mode that takes place at the Diamond Casino, all these are going to be double money and double RP. We also have all open wheel races. Those are going to be double money and double RP as well. So all of these that you can see right here, all of the ones featuring the Formula 1 and Indy cars, all the open wheel cars you can get in GTA Online are going to be featured here with double money and double RP and the races for those cars. And then if you check out the minimap, the Junk Energy Skydives are also paying out double money and double RP this week as well, if you want to take advantage of that. That's a nice little daily thing you could do for some pretty good money and relatively fast as well. Next, we're going to jump into the discounts for this week here in GTA Online, but we have so many different options of discounted vehicles, some of which are rare and removed that we already discussed, so they're going to be repeats, but the others we haven't talked about yet. And honestly, tomorrow I'm going to go over all of them in detail. It's going to be the same thing as we did with the rare and removed vehicles today. I'm going to review their performance, customization, their price, and basically what it's like to be an owner and a driver of all these vehicles, and an owner and money grinder with all the different properties that are on discount. So definitely stay tuned for that video, but just for the sake of this video, we're going to just run through them briefly. So if you already watched my Wednesday weekly update guide when we went through them, you'll definitely recognize this section because we're just going to show the screenshots and talk about them very briefly, but stay tuned tomorrow for more in-depth info on all the discounts. It's just if I showcase them in this video, it's going to be way too long of a video. Starting off, for 50% off, you can get 50% off the Pegasi weaponized Ignis, 50% off the Coil Cyclone 2, 50% off the Vapid Bullet, 50% off the Emperor ETR1, 50% off the Gratia Tali GTO Stinger TT, 50% off the Benefactor Serrano, 50% off the Pegasi Toreador, 50% off the Impanti Deluxo, 50% off the Ocelot Stromberg, 50% off the Dubachi Rapid GT Classic, 50% off the Declassi Vigoro ZX Convertible, 50% off the Canis Kalahari, 50% off the Pegasi Oppressor, 50% off the Shitsu Hakuchou Drag, 50% off the Buckingham Luxor, as well as 50% off the Buckingham Luxor Deluxe, 50% off the Buckingham Swift, as well as the 50% off the Buckingham Swift Deluxe, and 50% off the Buckingham Weaponized Kanata. Then we also have 40% off the Mammoth Avenger, plus 40% off the Mammoth Avenger Operations Terminal Upgrade, 40% off all Galaxy Super Yachts, plus all the modifications you can make to those yachts will be 40% off, 35% off all hangar properties in the game, plus 35% off all hangar upgrades and modifications, 35% off the salvage yard properties in the game, 30% off the Joe Built P996 laser, 35% off the B11 Strike Force jet, 30% off all arcade properties, as well as 30% off all arcade property upgrades and modifications, 30% off the Progen Emrys, 30% off the Trufati Thrax, 30% off the Ubermacht Niobe, 30% off the Ines ZR350, as well as 30% off the Mammoth F160 Raiju, and then we have 20% off the Progen PR4, 25% off the Benefactor BR8, 25% off the Declassy DR1, and 25% off the Ocelot R88. At the Diamond Casino and Resort this week, your podium vehicle is the Dinka RT3000. Now, this is a pretty interesting vehicle, and I am going to be reviewing it in full on Saturday in my free vehicles guide, talking about this as well as the prize ride for this week. It is a Los Santos Tuners car. Pretty good at drifting. It's very easy to drive. It honestly feels like you're driving on rails, but some players may find it a little bit like unpredictable. I really like this car, and I'm going to review it very highly. But that being said, let's spin the lucky wheel and see if we can unlock another one for us this week, because I already have one on this character that we're using for that review, but I'll always take a second. You know, if it's for free, it is for me, baby. So let's jump in. We are not going to get the vehicle, I can tell you that much. But are we going to get RP or chips? We are going to get RP. When it comes to your LS Car Meet prize ride for this week in GTA Online, we have the Karen Futo GTX. And in order to unlock this vehicle, you need to place top 3 in LS Car Meet series races for 4 days in a row. Once again, I'm going to review it fully in my free vehicles guide for the week coming out on Saturday. But this is a repeat from just about a month ago. Either 4 or 5 weeks ago, we had this car for the prize ride for the weekly update. And honestly, it's a really fun vehicle to drive. Great drifting capabilities once again. Not a top performer in its class, and at a price tag of $1.59 million normally, you probably want to unlock it this week, but it's a pretty hefty requirement of placing top 3 for 4 days in a row, especially over the holiday weekend with Thanksgiving. You may not have time to do that if you're visiting family, traveling, things like that, hanging out with friends, whatever the case is. So honestly, if you miss out on it this week, it's not that big of a deal. Here at the salvage yard, here are our 3 vehicle robberies for this Thanksgiving weekend and rest of the week. Here in GTA, these are active through December the 4th. So starting off, our standard range vehicle here on the left is the Dinka Conjo SJ, featured in the Gangbanger robbery. Next up, the Declassy Vigoro ZX is going to be this week's mid-range vehicle, featured in the Podium robbery. And then we have the Pegassi Torero XO, featured in the McToney robbery for the week. It's the top range vehicle. None of these are claimable though, unfortunately. It would have been great to get a claimable vehicle for Thanksgiving weekend, considering we haven't seen one in like 2 months now, but as it stands, it is what it is. At the gun van this week, we're located up here in Paleto Bay. If you guys are watching on Thursday, November the 28th of 2024, so Thanksgiving Day, and I'll zoom in here, you can see the location on the mini map right here. And let's check out what's on offer. We have the railgun featured here, which I'm sure is going to be one of players' favorites this week, because if you haven't had an opportunity to pick it up yet, you definitely want to. This is such an important weapon to use, just like explosive ammo on the heavy sniper, or explosive shells or slugs on the combat shotgun, or excuse me, the pump action shotgun. You definitely want to use those, and this will take out vehicles just as easily as well, like helis, things like that. We have the Widowmaker. This is going to be 40% off for all players in the game. We also have the Unholy Hellbringer, the military rifle, the RPG, as well as the Up and Atomizer. If you have GTA Plus, everything here is going to be 50% off this week as well. Well, that said, though, we're going to be wrapping things up right here. So again, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Everyone, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys have a blessed day with all sorts of family and friends. Eat some good food, all of that stuff. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and you want to see more content like this. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed. Also, check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram if you guys want to see consistent GTA Online as well as Red Dead Online live streams over on my YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate all the support over on there. And with all that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow for the limited time changes review of all of the Black Friday discounted vehicles, because we have so many. I really wanted to cover them in this video, but this video would be like 45 minutes long if that was the case, because we have so many vehicles to get through. We have almost 40 different vehicle and property discounts to talk about. So I will see you guys bright and early for that video tomorrow morning on Black Friday when it's pretty relevant. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios, amigos.